My dad died when I was 12.
My father was just walking down the street. He got shot, I think, 18 times.
Well, my dad got sick in 2008 and passed away. She died of liver failure, so I've been really sad about that.
Partners in Care has done children's bereavement for years, but it's with the adult counselors. And so when they had time, they had to deal with just clients as well and community. So they would send volunteers out, they would go out and do it. And then 3 years ago, they decided to actually hire a person dedicated to children's bereavement and children's grief. One of the people walking down the hall said, "Hey, we got a grant from the High Desert Art Council and one other gentleman, and we want you to do a camp art-based. Here you go."
Having gone through the experience of having lost my wife, I realized the importance of dealing with the emotions that you have during this loss. And what I knew was that for children, it's much more difficult to express themselves verbally, and felt it was very important to have some mechanism such as the arts program to allow them to have this expression in some other fashion other than just a verbal expression.
I think the most important thing is that they know that they're not alone. I think a lot of kids, live in really insular worlds. It's their family and that's kind of it. And I think it's really important for them to see that there are other kids that go through the same things, and also that it's fun for them. We don't want it to be like, you're going to grief camp. It's, because then no kid is ever going to want to go. So we're like, it's fun. We do art. We do games. There's mini ponies running around and pet therapy dogs. And so it's fun. And it gives them a choice on kind of their outlet.
Well, he told me that it was an art camp, so he thought that I would like it, so he signed me up, and I actually do like it. That's pretty much all he told me. It's an art camp, and I'm going. It's also a grief camp. I felt that I would be a little less sad, but yet more sad because I would talk about it more, but talking usually makes me feel better.
I think that one of the best things has been that they see that there's other children, that they're not alone, that they're not the only people that are going through some of the things that they're going through, because I think that's been one of the hardest things for the kids to, almost feel so different that they lost a parent. And so it's good, even if they're not talking about it with the other kids, it's good for them to know, the other kids are going through similar things. It's nice because I can't be everything for them. It's good for them to get different support from peers, and it's good for them to get different encouragement and support from as many people as there are out there willing to do it.
I think kids are really resilient and that they would learn to cope, but I think, like you said, the important piece is almost networking with other kids and learning that they're not alone in this. And I think for their parents too, kind of knowing that their kids are in a place where if they want to talk about it, they can, because a lot of times kids don't want to talk to their parents about it. They don't want to worry their parents, or they feel like their parents have enough going on that they don't want to kind of add their own stuff on top of it. I don't know, it's sort of that peace of mind, that the support's there if they want it or need it, and they don't have to take it. But I think that it's something where, obviously they're not going to make or break it with or without camp, but it's a convenient and easy and free and good service. And, I kind of feel like if it's there, why wouldn't you?
I think every kid here is different. Some kids like to talk about it and some kids don't. You have a place to just have fun, and you don't have to do anything you don't want to.
Well, I like the games and stuff, but I like how people actually get the chance to talk about what happened to them.
It's changed me because I've had a lot of fun with art, and I can now express my feelings more with art, and I've learned that.
You can hear it. You can hear the kids going, "So who was it that died?" or "How'd your mom died?" or, and they get to ask that questions. And it's not a weird question to ask here. because out of here, it is a weird question to ask someone else, or to have someone ask you and have to answer it and go through all those feelings and explain it. So this is their normal place. Everybody here is the same. Really, it's less pain, more joy. Just to remember and to be able to honor and either have your grief and your bereavement, but to do it with less pain and more joy.